Greetings! As I keep going deeper into my parasite research journey, I'm learning that healing happens in layers. If you've been following my protocol so far, you know that we've worked with Pyrantel and Fenbendazole because they target certain worms very effectively, mainly the roundworms and some of the more common intestinal parasites. But what I've also learned is that these medications do not reach everything. There are other worms, especially tapeworms and trematodes, that live differently, attach differently, and require very different tools to clear. And today I want to share what I've discovered about the medication that fills that gap, Praziquantel. As you know, I'm constantly reading, researching, and looking for real solutions to real problems. Recently, I was recommended a book called The Ropeworm Protocol Bible. The author was sick for many years and tried countless cleanses. It wasn't until she finally targeted what she believed were ropeworms, or possibly even a tapeworm, that her body began to shift. Her story made me question, are there parasites we need to reach with other medications? And the answer is yes. This is where Praziquantel comes in. Praziquantel is specifically used for parasites that attach themselves deeply into the tissues. Tapeworms. These are flat, ribbon-like worms that anchor into the intestinal wall and can grow incredibly long. Blood flukes and liver flukes. These are the types involved in schistosomiasis and other deep tissue infections. They live in blood vessels, the liver, and other organs, places the usual dewormers don't fully reach. Fenbendazole, Albendazole, and Pyrantel simply do not clear these types of worms. That's why Praziquantel is considered one of the major essential missing pieces. The science behind Praziquantel is fascinating. Even though the full mechanism isn't completely understood, here's what researchers do know. It affects calcium channels in the worm. This causes intense contraction and paralysis of the parasite. It damages the worm's outer skin, the tegument. This makes the parasite vulnerable, so the immune system can finally recognize it and clear it. It may also affect receptors in both the parasite and the human vascular system. This helps move paralyzed worms toward the liver, where the body can break them down. So essentially, Praziquantel paralyzes, exposes, and helps flush out worms that other medications can't touch. Why you must pair Albendazole with Praziquantel. Here's something extremely important. Tapeworm larvae can migrate, including into the brain. And Praziquantel does not kill the larval stages. This is why many practitioners recommend pairing Praziquantel with Albendazole, which targets the larvae and eggs. Some people may need to take Praziquantel for longer than the standard 10-day recommendation, but this is absolutely something to discuss with a doctor. There are doctors who understand this well. Dr. Lodi is one of them. My goal, and the goal of this entire Healing Club journey, is to clear every category of parasite from my body. Roundworms, pinworms, protozoa, fungus, flukes, tapeworms, all of it. Praziquantel is simply the next logical step in a complete protocol. In my next video, we'll go deeper into Albendazole, how it supports Praziquantel, and why it's absolutely essential when dealing with larvae and migrating stages. And after that, we'll talk about Albendazole, which is especially important for liver flukes that Praziquantel doesn't reach. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of these pieces, because each one builds on the last.